Talking points memo. Let's get to reality. Today is a Charlie Kirk Medal of Freedom ceremony yesterday. So I was there as a reporter. I told you I was going to be there. I was not a participant. Okay. The difference is the participants were sitting up front and they were there in an emotional capacity. I was not. I was there in a repertorial capacity. I was in the back. And some very interesting things happened. We'll tell you about some of them at the end of the program. But I was reporting on what was taking place because it was so unique. Medal of Freedom is not given out very much. And this terrible assassination of Mr. Kirk startled the whole country. And I think that President Trump is very compassionate to honor Mr. Kirk, even if you don't agree with him. Okay. And I don't agree with everything that Charlie Kirk said. Nobody did. But to honor him on his birthday, in front of his wife and family members, and Trump had to come back from Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, in a very strenuous flight to do that. He could have put this off to Friday, but he wanted to do it on his birthday. I just thought that was noble. I mean, it's just me, I guess. We're in the Rose Garden. It's brand new. It's nice. Okay. What I like was that all the presidential portraits are up. Even the guys that Trump doesn't like, on the side when you walk down to the Oval Office. And I like it. I think that's a good honor for the country, good tradition. Okay, so the ceremony ran a little bit more than an hour. And, as Mr. Trump does, he bloviated for a good time. Here's one of the highlights. Go.
As I said, on the day that he was assassinated, Charlie Kirk was a martyr for truth and for freedom. And from Socrates to think, and to St. Peter, from Abraham Lincoln to Martin Luther King, those who change history the most, and he really did, have always risked their lives for causes they were put on earth to defend. He was put on earth to do exactly what he was doing. He didn't want to waste time.
Okay. Erika Kirk, the widow, was extremely eloquent. Woman is a gift. She's going to carry on Mr. Kirk's legacy. And Turning Point USA is now being run by her. So her speech was very, very emotional. Roll it.
But that never stopped me from telling him. I told him every single year, I said, baby, I love your birthday. I said, because it's the day that God knew the world couldn't go another day without you. And so the rhythm of our usual birthday celebration for him was mint ice cream, mint chocolate chip ice cream. He only had it twice a year, on his birthday and 4th of July. It's just, and then after that, it was back to work as usual. But last year, his one birthday wish was to see the Oregon Ducks play the Ohio State. And they won. Oregon won that night. And it was by far one of the most memorable nights of his birthday experience of his life until today. And so, honestly, President Trump, I have spent 7.5 years trying to find the perfect birthday gift for Charlie. And it's so difficult. And those of you that have spouses or loved ones, you know how difficult it is sometimes to buy a gift for someone that you love, because he wasn't a materialistic man, so that also did not help. But now I can say with confidence, Mr. President, that you have given him the best birthday gift he could ever have.
So very heartfelt. The crowd was all Republican, no Democratic politicians, a bunch of Republican congresspeople and senators. Pundits for Fox News primarily. There wasn't any counter media or any kind of, the Democrats stayed away, just so you know. The press was respectful there, and the coverage of it was respectful, except for MS Now. They just ignored it totally. And look, You know what that is. For me to bash that operation at this point, it's ridiculous. Everybody knows what it is, and they ignored it and all of that. Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is the target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock. So you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code BILL. I have an extensive analysis about this Cardinal Dolan Ben Jealous controversy involving Charlie Kirk on my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. And the reason I'm not doing it on the No Spin News is I need 12 minutes to put the context, because it's very complicated. Ben Jealous, former head of the NAACP, attacked Timothy Cardinal Dolan of New York City after the Cardinal said nice things about Charlie Kirk. So Jealous thinks Kirk is a racist and all that. To get into that kind of a volatile situation, I had to very precise, research, number one, which I have. And then I had to have sound bites to illustrate what actually happened. And we're talking about the death of an illegal migrant, who was killed by ICE. We're talking about affirmative action and former First Lady Michelle Obama and others, serious. So I didn't want to put it into a mix. I wanted to stand alone. I'm sorry if it's an inconvenience, but our YouTube channel is free. So all you got to do is go there. Again, it's youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. All right. And become a subscriber. It costs you nothing. And we do 2 or 3 of these a week. But I'm taking this very, very seriously. So that's why I did it that way. And that's the memo.